Hello and welcome to a tutorial on how to use the marquee selection tools within Photoshop CS6. So when you first click here, if you only click once, you're going to be using the rectangular marquee select. But if you hold down the left mouse click, you'll get all these other options. We have the elliptical, the single row, and the single column. Let's start with the rectangular marquee, which is our default here. So what it does is obviously a rectangle. You can hold down left mouse click and drag just to create your rectangle. Now once you have created it, if you click within the rectangle and you just move it, you can change the placement of the rectangle. Okay, so this is really for really simple selections. So now if you wanted to add more to the rectangle here, if you hold down shift, and you're going to see the plus sign there, and drag one more time, you see that it added more to that rectangle that you previously had. If you hold down shift and create another rectangle, and there you go. Now there's another option that I think is new to CS6. I don't know if it was available in the last versions, but you have it over here as well. It says add to selection. You can just click here. If you don't remember that, you can just hold down shift, you can just click there and add to the selection. Now to subtract from the selection, you can either click here, you also have that option up there, just draw your rectangle and it's going to subtract from the previous selection. Now you can also hold down Alt and you're going to see that minus sign to basically subtract from the selection. Now another option that you have available is to, which is this one, is to intercept selections. Now the shortcuts are Alt and Shift, and you see that it took everything away, but you still have the overall shape that you previously had. And you can do that with this option as well here. So that's that. Okay, so now let's look at the elliptical marquee, and again we can continue to add to our previous selection, so it doesn't, you can use them in combination as well. So shift to add, again you can go here to these menus up there, Alt to subtract, and Alt Shift to intercept. See how he created that elliptical shape. Now what the single row is basically one row. It's going to give you one row, and it's 1 pixel, I believe, if you zoom in really close to it, especially here where we can see the pixels. You see it's only one row of pixels. That's if you want to be really precise. Now you can use this one as well. It's going to be the other way. It's exactly the same thing. It's 1 pixel, 1 column of pixels. So one more thing that I want to show you is so as we know, for the elliptical marquee, if you click and hold down the left mouse click and press Alt, hold down Alt, you're creating your shape from the center. And if you want it to be perfectly a circle while you are holding down the left mouse click and Alt. If you hold down Shift, you see that you get a perfect circle. Okay. Also, when you create something with either any of the marquee selections, if you hold down the spacebar, you can move around your selection, and you can continue to add change the form, shape the selection if you hold down spacebar. So one more thing is if you go to the move tool, and now my layer here, I think has to be rasterized. I'm using a smart object, smart layer. So if I rasterize that, so if you go to the move tool while you have something selected, you can basically cut that out of the place to remove that out. You can also, if you wanted to, if you hold down Alt and drag, you're gonna get a copy that's going to appear in the same layer, by the way. So if you hold down Alt, you get a copy, and if you hold down Alt and Shift, so that you preserve the alignment. Okay, so that's a basic that's just the basics of the marquee selection tools. I hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you for watching.